things have been going pretty well in this special one. We've only played half a dozen games. We've already won a Champions League game, 6-1. Bit of a step up today. We are heading to the Bernabeu to play Marcelo Gallardo's Real Madrid. Flip side of that, we've also got a game against Empoli. 2 away games, 2 very different away games. Real test to see how good we are. Champions League is something I want to win either this season or next season with Inter. And then Empoli struggling in Serie A. We should be talking cricket scores. All right, guys, but before we get into it, smash the like on today's video for me. Let me know what you think to the tactic. Have you ever done this sort of like 3 at the back? Do you often play with 3 at the back? I'm a big fan of it. Try and get it going whenever I can. So let me know your thoughts down below. And thank you very much to everybody who's scrolling along the screen right now. You boys are helping me. This has now turned into pretty much a part-time job. So your support on Patreon, muchly appreciated. If you want to support the channel, links in the description below. Let's get into today's The Special One. Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. So it is Real Madrid, Empoli today. 2 very different games. Here is the tactic. We've not really tweaked on anything. Just like for like, we've had a few players just struggle a little bit. This player at the moment is just struggling a little bit. So what we are going to do is we're going to change the role of it. And we're going to turn it into a false 9. Someone mentioned that a couple of weeks ago about they would do that. Even though the roles are pretty similar, but we just want him being maybe a little bit more deeper. Dropping in a little bit more, and with the pace of Mbappe and Kande either side. We have given Bazzoni a little run. Ciancetti's on the bench. I did actually play him as a deep line playmaker in the last game because we were only playing, who would we be playing? Cagliari at home, 6-1 win. Disappointing draw. We've had a Torino, 3-0 against Crotone, 6-1 there we go in the Champions League, and Sampdoria 3-0. So we're not top because we've not won every single game. AC Milan, biggest rivals. It's like going to be a big season between us, them, Juventus, maybe even Atalanta, champions. Bologna found it a little bit tough. Only 2 draws. Oh, sorry, only 1 defeat in the 5, but 2 draws. Things are looking good. I'm very happy with the way that we're playing. However, today goes up a complete new level in terms of Real Madrid. A Real Madrid that have had Gallardo in charge for 8 years, which generally gives you an idea of how well he's done. They've got some fantastic players. This player that we looked at Porto, when he was, we tried to believe to get him on loan, I think, at one point. Tremendous defender, one of the best in the world. They've also got Camavinga, who we had, Jude Bellingham, Victor Osimhen, Luka Jovic, who'll be old, he's 32, Jonathan David, regens in and amongst it, but a very, very strong squad. Did they... Yeah, they've won it for 1, 2, 3. They've won it for 5 years on the spin. However, they haven't won the Champions League since 2018. So 12 years. 12 years Real Madrid without a Champions League. The pressure will be on Gallardo to get it in this season. I think there's a little bit of pressure on us. I think we need to really go deep into this competition. Should be looking at getting to a final. My thoughts, opinions may change after this game. Right, here we go. Bastoni, Papetti, Piccioni, Hakimi, Ruggeri, Palmieri, Perez, Kande, Bazzoni, Mbappe. We've got Vera on the bench, Barella, Arsic, Levi, Ciancetti, Granier, Theo Hernandez. Granier has done very well, extremely well in the 2 little appearances that he's had. He looks really good playing as a right wing back. So that does mean that keeping the Wonder Kid, I'm just going to put him as a squad player to keep him a little bit more happy. So keeping him part of the squad, I think it's going to work in our favour, especially with Kimi getting old. If he can be a decent backup, a really attacking change as well to bring on when we need it. Okay, let's go. We're giving just Bazzoni a couple of games. He's been injured. Ciancetti's obviously my normal middleman, sort of like deep line 4, but we'll see how the F9, the false 9, probably the least used striker role, I think, for me on the game. I don't think I've used one as least. Maybe Poacher. Never used Poacher. So maybe Poacher and F9 in terms of player roles. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you used an F9? Do you use it regularly? Have you never touched it? Pretty much like me. Right, there we go. Defensively really strong, hopefully, in these bigger games now. And then the ability to go forward, especially on the break. Real Madrid rocket 4-3-1-2. So we might need to have to be careful of that in the middle of midfield. A 3v2 in there, so we'll see how we get it. But I'm hoping, especially counter-attacks, and with our wing-backs pushing them back. Right, here we go. Hakimi with the throw. Perez has flicked it on. Oh, Bozzoni was there. We should get that. We haven't. 3v1, and the one has got it. There's a shock Football Manager. And Flores has been allowed to run the full width of the pitch. Stand. Alphonso Davies. Oh, he's still got a bit of pace, hasn't he? He'll be sort of like maybe 29, 30, I think. Right, Torres. Cleared. Big clear by Ruggeri. Oh, Mbappe's picked it up. That's what we want. So important to pick those spare balls up. Akandi's made a deep run. Here he goes. Should finish. He does finish. We are 1-0 up in the Bernabeu. Pretty much the first highlight of the game, boys. What a break. Exactly what we wanted. Exploiting the wide areas where they've got no wingers. Pushing their fullbacks forward as well. Mbappe and Akande staying up pretty high. And there was Akande to smash it in. 1-0 in the Bernabeu. We will take that. Right, Hakimi, Akande, cross, Mbappe's there! Mbappe is actually wanted as well by Real Madrid. I'm a little bit worried. I've not been able to agree a deal with him yet. I think I'm going to have to agree a deal with him because I want another season at Inter, regardless of what we win. I want another season. I want to do at least 3 seasons. I don't want him leaving. I might as well have him for the final year of his contract. At the moment, he's unhappy and he thinks he can do better at a bigger club. So we need to change that opinion. We're just running out of time. Akande. Oh, poor finish. Good build-up though. Bozzoni dropping in the F9. Loving a little bit of that. Right, Ruggeri with the corner. It's cleared. He's going to get it back. Cross again. Palmieri over the bar. What a start to the game we have made. I'm going to praise it. Right, Ruggeri into Mbappe. Back to Ruggeri. Palmieri. Clip over the top. Second balls. No. Alphonso Davies heads it back to Calderon just before half-time. We don't want to concede. Once again, right. Why does Football Manager allow that to happen? No matter what you do, they always seem to get the ball. Really annoying. I would like to get my centre-half to go and stand in front of him, especially if they're playing one up. Right, second half. Ruggeri. Can we get that second goal? Not with a throw-in like that. And once again, they pick up the second ball. 3 opportunities with these breaks. We could have easily stopped and have picked up the second ball every single time. Flores is now in. It's a tight angle. He's hit the side netting. Right, coming into the last 20 minutes. I'm about to do changes. I just want to see where this highlight goes. Bozzoni, this is what we want. In a brilliant area to pick up the ball and help us counter-attack. Here we go. Bozzoni slips in Akande. Mbappe's at the far stick waiting if we can get it back to him. Hakimi. Cross. Cleared. Is it going to be a... Oh, once again. Why is it doing that? Look at the amount of room that he's got. We're marking him tightly as well, apparently. Camavinga. Pina. Let's put it wide. Okay, we just made the one change. Perez struggling, so we've brought the experienced Barella on the pitch. Here he is. Ball from the goal kick. Lovely ball out to Hakimi. Here we go. Can we finish it off? We need that second goal, boys. Hakimi crosses. Mbappe have cleared. Ruggeri's underneath it. It's a little bit tight. He's done well. Palmieri. Got bodies over the far stick. Seconds. Palmieri again. Well done. Barella. Palmieri. Out to Hakimi. Slip in Akande. No, he's got himself. Is he going to dig out a cross? That's a tackle. I was hoping for a penalty. It wasn't. Now Camavinga, the ex-Inter Milan player, breaking forward. Pina. Can we stop him? He slipped in Flores, and they've hammered it in. Equaliser. Dear me. We should have had this game put to bed, boys. And now we've got 20 minutes of kind of probably hanging on a little bit. So let's demand more. Here we go. We've got a free kick. Barella. It's a deep one. Keeper's come for it. He's missed it. Mbappe has put it in. Is it going to stand? It is. We've responded straight away. Real Madrid 1, Inter Milan 2. What a response. An absolute blooper. You don't see it very often in FM20, 21 should I say, with a goalkeeper coming absolutely nowhere near it. Something that I'd like to see a little bit more in terms of goalkeepers coming out and not getting to the ball. Right, Palmieri is struggling, so let's go Arsic. Bozzoni's says he's had a bad game, but he's been linking pretty well. We'll put Chanchetti in as a F9 to finish the game. We're just going to go on cautious. Oh, once again, look. Dear me. What a gift. I think that's because it's a substitute, you know. Oh, we've not followed him in. Centre-halves didn't follow him in, and then he's had time to turn and then just clip a ball over the top. And now it's back to 2-2. If we lose this game, boys, dear me, Bellingham's got the wrong side of our midfield as well. Bruno. Oh, fuck off, man. We've absolutely given them the game here. And here they go again. Come on. We've won it. Barella, Hakimi. We're not going to get that. Can we get the seconds? Yes, we are. Arsic, Ruggieri. Just click one for Mbappe. He's put it short for Mbappe. That's fine. Long ball. What a ball out to Hakimi. Come on. Here he is. He's good in these areas. He's in it straight at the goalkeeper. He should have maybe slipped in. Just a little slide pass forwards to Akande. And we're going to lose this game, boys. I don't know how on earth, even though they've had 26 shots. Wow. 82 and 86 to turn it around, to take the game away from us. Not good. Right. That should be a game, based on what I've seen in the match engine and the highlights. We should have been winning. Okay. Right. Let's move on to the Empoli game. All right, boys, and we're back. I've made a few changes. I've brought in Luis Granier, the winger, the wonder kid, the Belgian. I'm going to try him at wing back. Hopefully he'll get plenty of the ball today. Jose Vera, the guy that we got from Porto, he's in at the right centre-back. Not a familiar position. A position he can play, though. Theo Hernandez in at wing back. We've also got Arsic, who's in for Palmieri. And then we've got Ciancetti in for Bozzoni. Okay, let's get into today's game. We want goals, don't we? I really want to see Granier on this right side. He's 6'4" or something. He's a bit of a beast physically, so you'd expect him in the right wing-back area to really have a go at their full-back. Okay, first highlight of the game, 26 minutes in. A little bit of a worry, because I thought we would absolutely tear these apart. We might get the opportunity now. Mbappe. I think maybe that they're so defensive. We are playing three at the back as well, so I suppose it's an extra body that we're keeping back. But everything else, the player instructions, the team instructions are all very attacking based. Right, let's encourage, because we've already done demand more. We didn't get anything. We've got a corner though. Arsic with it. Patrick heads clear. Perez is going to get there. No, once again. My God. It's really annoying that I have to set these every single game. Surely, when it's 3v1 back there, you would want one of your centre-halves to go in really tight. Why would you want to drop all three defenders drop off? Right, we've got it back on anyway. Akande, Mbappe, it's blocked. Akande's got another effort. He should score, Mbappe. He does. While I'm whinging at Football Manager, we've managed to take the lead. But you see what I mean? No, it's really frustrating. Like in not what place we've ended up back there. If it's 3v1, just naturally you would get one of the defenders to go in really tight, and substitutions mean sometimes it all just resets. I'd rather just the defenders to do it tightly. I may have to go into the player instructions. That may be a thing where I go in and then get them to mark the strikers that way, potentially. We may do that. I am a little bit worried of having players being man-marked, especially if... So what I tend to normally do is the right striker, I'd get Bastoni to mark if they're playing a 2-up. Vera would obviously mark the left side is central striker, and then Papetti would mark the central striker if there's one up. Let's just do that. Right, we've got an injury anyway to our man Mbappe. So we're gonna go. Let's go Bozzoni. Let's put him as an F9. Ciancetti, left footer. Let's get him out on that left-hand side of the front three. We need another goal. Ciancetti is now struggling, so let's go for the 6'4" Levi. Swap them around. Oh no, let's get Levi on the left. Sorry. 20 minutes, boys. Perez is struggling again. Let's go Barella. Oh, I've taken the wrong one off. I've had a nightmare today, boys. An absolute nightmare. And they've just had a free header. Right. Granier's thrown it. He's had two of them today. Each time he's thrown it straight to their players. Good tackle, Perez. That's why we didn't take you off, buddy. I knew what I was doing all along. Vera. Get there, Theo. He does. It's a long ball. Akande's in. Defensive line all over the place. Finish it for me, buddy. Thank God for that. We have not... Well, to be fair, let me know what your thoughts down below. I thought the Real Madrid performance, if you take away the result, was actually a good performance, especially attacking-wise. Theo Hernandez, what a wonderful pass. Akande in. 2-0. Right, Barella with it. Are we going to get another? Akande's there. Straight at the goalkeeper. Decent header. Straight at the goalkeeper, though. And it goes long. Papetti heads down. Mace. Soldi, Mace. Lovely, give and go. Clean sheets. We want clean sheets, more clean sheets. And that's what cost us last year. Not enough. It definitely wasn't the goal scored. It was not enough clean sheets. Soldi, Mace. Bozzoni's managed to nick it. Here he is. He's put a lovely pass into a Kande. Bozzoni's getting in the box himself this time. Good block. Are they going to have an attack now? Head it. Veda's headed. Well done. We're going to get that Papetti. We'll go again. Nope. Oh dear. Benzi. Win that. Bozzoni steps in. Brilliant header. Perez. Oh, Perez with the back heel. Absolutely love that. Granier. He's been quiet. Oh, that's terrible. And there we go. 2-0, boys. Look, it's a win. It's a win. We did rotate a few players. Obviously, Ruggieri didn't play. Injury to Mbappe. Hopefully, it's not a biggie. I think what we're going to do as well, boys, because I've only sort of like played 5 games in between there, we'll crack on with the save. Mbappe has broken his ankle. Okay. Oh, Ciancetti's injured. Right. Okay. It's not the end of the world because we've got Ciancetti, Bozzoni. We've also got Levi, Vilk. We've got plenty of options in and around those areas up front. But it is Mbappe. He's our leading goal scorer with 9 this season. So that is going to be a massive, massive loss. Now, I want to offer him a contract. We don't want him leaving on a free, do we? Come on. Don't be greedy. 3 years. 3 years he's getting at £475,000 a week. We're not going to see him for a little bit, though, which is disappointing. Okay, right. That is it. Thank you very much for watching. We will come back. Let's have a little look. We'll come back for maybe Milan, maybe even Juventus Brescia, something like that. We'll come in and around. We want to get some games in this week. Episodes now going back to Tuesdays 3:45, Sundays 8 AM. Also, live streaming back on the channel this week, this Saturday, around 10 o'clock on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. We're carrying on the Basque or Nothing save with Athletic Club Bilbao. And stay tuned, I have got the rebuild series coming next week with Crystal Palace. All right, cheers guys, take care, see you later.